Hi there. So I wanted to take you through my power hour. I wanted to kind of break down and show you exactly what I do within my hour. Don't worry, this video won't be an hour long. I'm just going to give you some quick snippets into exactly how I stay organized. I start with my 10 minutes. I always have a highlighter, and I just simply go through and try to find those nuggets. And then my hope is I post them in our team page and share them with you guys so that you can also learn. But really, I do that just so it holds me accountable because I'm someone who has to check something off a list, which brings me to my list. So I use Wunderlist. It helps me stay really organized. I'm going to move. I hope this isn't too shaky. But I just keep everything on my Wunderlist, which is right here. And I just go through each of the tasks that have to be completed. So, for instance, I start with, I did my personal development, and now the next thing I'm going to do is go through and just check into all my groups that I'm in. So the way I keep that organized, and I apologize, this is going to be a little bit weird, but hopefully it will help. So I keep all my favorite groups right here, so I know that those are all the groups that I need to check into. So I go through and I just quickly, for example, my ongoing or my new group, my new 21-day fix, I'm just going to go through and make sure I comment on everyone's picture, make sure this looks good. I just kind of go through from yesterday and post and comment on everyone's photo. And then I do that for all the groups that I'm in. So right now it's only 2, which is really lovely. But I would do that, and then I would go into here and I would just post and make sure everyone feels really motivated. So that's where I check into those. Then I head over to my personal page, and I would do this on Instagram, my personal page, and then my fitness page. And I just simply check into all of those. So like everyone, anything that's posted on my page, I make sure I comment. I also make sure I like my posts. So sometimes I haven't done that. I go through, I like, and I always, when posting in return, I always tag the person's name, because then that's going to show them up on their feed. I hope that makes sense. Sorry, out of breath, baby. Okay, so now I can check that off my list. I've done my reading. I've checked all my challenge groups. I've checked all my my personal page. I've done my Instagram and my fitness page. And now I'm gonna head over to, I have this list of all of my Facebook friends. This is what it looks like. And I'm just slowly going through and analyzing them, which might sound really quite tedious, but it's actually been really exciting to see just who's on my list and reconnecting with old friends. And so basically what I'm doing is I do 7 a day, which basically will take me 365 days. Obviously, I'm posting on other people's stuff here and there. But as I'm going through, I'm making a note if they'd be someone who I think would be interested in a challenge group, if they'd be someone interested in coaching, or if they just happen to have already shown interest, then I'm gonna bold them. But this just, I comment on 7 a day, and I just go in and I either comment on their stuff, I send them a personal message, I just basically reconnect with whoever that person is on whatever level they are. And I don't sell them anything, I don't invite them to anything, I just simply am connecting with them. And this is more or less just helping me organize my Facebook friends. It's more or less helping me kind of understand who's on there, which has been really cool. I delete people I will never reach out to, but I don't want to delete the person, which I know sounds kind of strange, but so like a lot of the men that, whatever, they're not like people that I would, start up a conversation with tomorrow. So they just get deleted from this ongoing list. But this is where I'm going to just keep notes of people who have ever shown interest or who have ever kind of wanted to do, who post food pictures or whatever the case might be. This is where I keep them. And then I also, if there's someone who I don't need to be friends with anymore because of, whatever, then I also just delete them from my Facebook as well. So this is just kind of helping me learn, feeling more organized of who's on there. I feel like we all get so nervous about who's on our list, and who is our market and all this stuff. And it's like, start with your own personal Facebook. Figure out who's actually friends with you. And so this has been really exciting for me to do on a daily basis. And I feel like even though it's 7 a day and even though it'll take me forever, I just think it's really an interesting thing to do every day. And then also, I just add anyone I become friends with, I just add them to this list so that I don't have to like redo it every time I add somebody. So that can get checked off my list. That is me. I kind of think of that as me inviting only because I'm sort of reconnecting with them and I'm kind of putting them back into my network. I also, it's like I don't know, because I'm now going to be seen more on their feed, to me, it's sort of like me inviting. Sorry, let me catch my breath. And then the next thing I do is look for new friends. So I'm a little bit different in that I started a like page and I accidentally got a whole bunch of likes by paying for them because I was learning Facebook for the first time. So I go through and send each of those people a message and then friend request them. And if they respond, great. If not, great. But I aim to send 5 friend requests a day. Now, if you're not like me and you don't have this, fitness page where you can just go find people, I suggest a yearbook. Go find your yearbooks and go through them and see who is in there. Go to your husband's page and be friends with who he's friends with, or go to a family member's, or I just feel like sometimes you have to think outside the box. Go to a coworker or a best friend who you may know their friends through something, or just try to think outside the box when it comes to who you're trying to friend request. Something I would suggest is try not to friend request a pile of coaches. The last thing you want is your feed bogged down with coach posts, because then they take away from you seeing other people's posts. So for me, I follow all of you, and I may follow a couple other people from our team's bigger picture, but that's it. I don't follow, and that's something I've been doing in my Facebook list. I cut them. They're just gonna bog down what I'm looking for. So away they go. I've invited 5 new friends, so that's done. I make sure I say happy birthday to everyone's birthday. And then I hit up my customer list, which I just get right off of the online office. And that looks like this here. So it's just, I have them sorted by club and home direct, and then just general. And so what I basically do is I spend some time, I go through that list and I reach out to, 5 old customers a day. I check in where they're at. I just make sure that they're, if they're liking their Shakio, if they want to change flavors. I basically just try to keep touching base. If there's like a cool incentive, like for example, Beachbody On Demand is offering, they opened up some more videos that you can now unlock. So like, I'll let people know, like, hey, 21 Day Fix is now available for unlock. I saw that you bought Pio last time. Totally should get in on 21 Day Fix or Hammer and Chisel, which obviously is my favorite. So I just use that as an opportunity to kind of reconnect and stay in their forefront. And I do 5 a day because I don't have like an obscene amount. So this helps me just stay in front of them. And then I just make sure I'm always in contact with my coaches on a daily basis. I hope that we're all talking basically daily. That's kind of my goal. So I don't really even lump them into my daily power hour. And then the only other thing I do, the last part of what I make sure is done for my power hour, and this is going to be a little bit more of a challenge to explain, but on Monday of every week, I sit down and I schedule out Monday to Monday posts. So not like physically schedule them, but I look at what I want to schedule. So for example, if I'm going into, let's just pretend it's the beginning of next week. I'm now trying to hit Success Club. So I'm going to be promoting my challenge group. I'm going to be finding transformation photos. And something about transformation photos, if you don't have any in your group, go take them off the Beachbody website. That's what they're there for, guys. Like, don't feel bad that they're not your physical coaches. Tell that person's story. That person did all of the work and lost their 50 pounds so that you could retell them their story. So don't feel bad, but post them. Transformation photos are, honest to God, the best way to get people interested in a program. I do it Tuesday, sometimes Thursday, Transformation Tuesday, Transformation Thursday. It is the best way for people to see not just you, but what other people can do, different body types, different life seasons, different whatever. So I highly encourage, just make that a habit. Transformation Tuesday, get it on your schedule. So I just write down the dates, and I just simply go through and figure out what I want to post. I look at timings. Guys, timing for posts, 7 to 9 a.m., lunchtime, and then 7 to 9 p.m. And Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Sunday night, Tuesday, and Thursday. Those are your prime days. Don't waste your great posts for Friday at 10 p.m. No one's going to see it. So make sure that you're being scheduled about what you're trying to say. And a lot of times if I have something big to say, then I type up myself an email exactly what I want, because I know I'm going to be busy that day, and I just send it all off or send it to myself. So then come that day, I know I can just hit up my email and away I go. So Tuesdays, I aim for transformations. Wednesday, I like to talk about wellness. So I like to post, wellness tips or recipes or food. And this is just something that helps me organize. Thursday, I always talk about Shakio, Thirsty Thursday. I don't know why, this is just how I do things. Friday, I keep it light and I keep it funny, and I try to just get engagement for the weekend. Saturday is basically just a crapshoot, so I tend to stick to my family, which sounds terrible, but I just aim to keep it super light on Saturday. Sunday night, I always have some kind of engaging post, whether it be about coaching, whether it be about my next challenge group. That is a great night for people to see stuff. Sometimes I make it about goals and getting your week started right. And then repeat, Monday is all about motivation, helping people get through the Monday blues. And so that's how I organize my week. I don't overthink it. If you're, tell your story. A lot of it you can, they might tell you personally, but doesn't mean that you can't use what they're saying. So, for example, I think I just used it last week and it was a huge hit, but someone said, "Aren't you bored of working out?" I use that. I combat every reason I get, and I throw it on Facebook, and I tell the story of why that is actually to my benefit. I just try to be as real as possible. I always post motivation in the mornings. I want my story to be my consistency story. I want it to seem as though I'm never giving up on myself. And I never am, I'm never taking more than 3 days off. I'm consistent in what I'm doing. And then the last thing that I will just mention, not that it's your power hour, but I will say that there is huge success in completing a program from beginning to end and taking your photos and taking your measurements. If you as a coach can't do that, how do you expect your customers to do that? So if you haven't completed a program from beginning to end, start with 21 Day Fix. Share your before, share your after, and if you don't want to share your belly, share your legs, share your face, share your biceps, share your back, whatever. Just share something. And then, one step further, submit that stuff for challenge, the challenge group stuff. I have a PIO t-shirt, I have size socks, I have a size hat, I have a new hammer and chisel one, I have a 21 Day Fix one, I have a 21 Day Fix Extreme one. Get free stuff and then use that in your post. Okay, I'm getting excited. But that's all I have. That's sort of my power hour. That is how you can just make it. If you're someone who's just starting out and you don't have tons of stuff to share. My gosh, stick to motivation in the morning, okay? So you get up and you drink lemon water. Talk about it. You get up and you do 50 sit-ups. Talk about it. You get up and you do your program. Talk about it. Or maybe you're a nighttime worker-outer. Share it at nighttime. But start with your morning with motivating the masses. Start your afternoon with, food or your personal development. Share what you learned. Coaching, a sprinkled coaching post. Just make it light in the afternoon. And then dinner time, just stick to where you are in the program, things you're learning, how your husband's changed, or your kids are changed, or just something in that sense. And just go with that. Flow with that until it's working for you. But you have to be growing your network. You have to be posting on Facebook. And you have to make your posts worth wanting to read. That is the crucial part in all of this. And so I just hope this was helpful. I would love to hear as much feedback as possible. I know that we can all grow by you helping us understand what is helpful and what isn't. So that's my power hour. I hope that helps. We are here for you, and we just want to help you succeed in this business. We are killing it in May, and I just know that we're going to finish this year so strong. So anyway, here's to you guys. Happy weekend. Catch you later.